Today,
from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Charles, Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Steelers at 7-9 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. Right side caught by Jackson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Hopkins.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields going to take this himself, and he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Play action. It's Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Fields. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Now the first carry for Bush. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off-play action, Fields. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. On the check down, he finds Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now here's Bradley Pinion now. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields going deep for Hopkins. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll kick things off with the twice-yearly battle for Ohio. This one has Cleveland making the trip south to Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to... And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Coming left is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. Throw left side, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. That's caught by Jackson. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A beast almost in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second and 4. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll get this out to Kamara. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Back to throw here. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. One play action, Fields. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now a handoff running through the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields, flush to his right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.